All About Life here, coming live to you from sunny Florida. Alright guys, I'm just going to give you a quick story on how I became a heroin addict. It can happen to anyone. It doesn't matter you're rich, poor, black, white, Jewish, Christian, anything. It does not care who you are. It will chew you up and spit you the fuck out. So, our story starts. I smoked weed, maybe did some painkillers or whatever here and there when I was younger. Now I'm not glorifying anything. I'm just telling you the story. Again, hopefully it doesn't happen to you, and if it does happen to you, check out some of my other videos. They, walk you through a little bit how to detox from them. That helps. It takes the edge off. All right. So now I was about 19, right? I moved in with my mom. I got a place, and technically she moved in with me. My mom had depression, bipolar. She was on Xanax, 90 Oxy 80s, and 120 Roxy 30s a month, plus morphine. She wasn't even, I don't know how she got what she got. But I remember I was in the Salvation Army rehab in Manhattan for my weed addiction. A judge sent me there. Up until then, weed really was the only thing I was interested in. So what happened was, while I was in the Salvation Army one day, I had an earache, right? So it was a horrible earache. I have bad ears. I'm deaf in one ear, and I've had issues with my other ear. My eardrum's ruptured, all that shit. So I had a real bad earache. So they called an ambulance for me, brought me to the hospital, gave me a Percocet, or a Vicodin, I don't remember. And I remember walking back to the Salvation Army like, man, I feel fucking fantastic. I like this feeling. So I went back to the program, told them, got in a little bit of trouble because I was kind of in a drug program and shouldn't have taken a Percocet, but like I said, up until that point, opiates were never an issue for me. I'd done them a handful of times. So that night I got back and my ear was still hurting, man, still hurting, and I got that little taste of the opiates. So I'm like, man, I gotta go back to the hospital. I took like a shit ton of acetaminophen and no relief at all. So I went to another hospital. They didn't give me no opiates. I was in pain. I didn't feel good. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going home. So I left the program and took a train to New Jersey to move back in with my mom. Right off the bat, she started feeding me Oxy 80s. And this was before they were time released. So giving a kid Oxy 80 when they're not used to opiates, I slept. I'd wake up, she'd pop one in my mouth, I'd go back to sleep, blah, blah, blah. Earache went away. Then I just started taking them, regularly. I didn't even really realize what I was doing. I didn't even know about detoxing or any of that. I was pretty ignorant, pretty naive when it came to that in the beginning. So like I'm saying, I did them for maybe a couple weeks, a month or so, and boom, I got locked up for not paying a fine or not showing up to a court date or something like that. Anyway, got into jail. All of a sudden, man, I woke up early one morning. My legs were killing me. They couldn't move. They wouldn't stop moving. I felt like shit. I was shitting. I was, I wasn't throwing up then. So my stupid ass goes up to the fucking CO, and I'm like, hey, CO, man, there's something wrong with my legs. They hurt so bad, blah, 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 blah. He's like, you kicking? And again, me being ignorant, I'm like, No, what the fuck you mean taking? I ain't no heroin addict or nothing like that. So they didn't let me go to the fucking medic. You know, I literally thought something was wrong with me and I was gonna die. But that's just because I was, you know, ignorant. Like I said, I didn't really know about it. So my mom ended up being able to get me out. She went to the court, you know, talked him into letting me go. So she met me, boom, she gave me an 80, all the symptoms went away. All of them, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I might be hooked on these things. And I was. And I went on doing them. I'd have to take at least 2 Oxy 80s at a time to feel normal. That's how bad it got. I didn't even bother with the Roxy 30s because, like I said, the 80s weren't time release yet, so they were pretty damn good. And I was like 120 pounds soaking wet. I don't even know how I didn't OD or nothing. So, anyway, kept doing them. Then my best friend at the time got, he liked the painkillers too. He got his hands on some heroin. And I'm like, oh man, I'll never do that, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, but dude, it's cheaper and it's better. And I'm like, alright. So I tried it, snorted it, and guess what happened? Fucking amazing. I loved it. It was better than sex. I would rather do painkillers than have sex, which is sad. It's just fucked up. So, started snorting dope. Not even a week or two later, I went from snorting it to shooting it. I remember the first time I tried, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I have like 50 freaking marks all over my arms doing it wrong. Eventually I just skin popped it and I was like, the hell with it. So that was the beginning of me ruining my fucking life. Got in trouble, blah, 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 in jail, and rehab, this, that, the other thing. It was crazy. My mom got me hooked on fucking painkillers. And when she found out I was doing dope, boom, she started doing dope. And she's also smoking crack, which I hadn't realized until I asked her if she could get me some coke, and she got me crack. So, yeah, that's how it happened, man. I mean, who would ever think that your she's like, oh, I want him to get fucking hooked. She did it because I was having the earache. She saw I was in pain, so she just tried to help, you know. That was back before it became the epidemic that it is. So I just want you guys to see how there's so many different ways it can happen, so many different things to do, and heroin and opiates. So yeah, that's the story and how huge help. So yeah, anybody got any questions? Please, guys, please like, subscribe. I want to put I want to help others that are going through the same shit I am, or even just see what it's all about before they get started, man. Because